the 7-year-old boy could not open his eyes. Whenever he witnesses someone getting hurt, he feels the same pain appear on his own body. What people first believed was something he could avoid soon proved to be far more cruel. Even when others only stared at him with hatred, his body would still be covered in wounds. This boy was Ying Zhan, the child who would one day become Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor. History remembers his power, but almost no one knows how much suffering shaped his childhood. Everything began during the brutal war between Qin and Zhao. Qin's general Bai Qi slaughtered hundreds of thousands of Zhao soldiers, filling the land with anger and grief. Ying Zhan was born into this hatred, carrying the resentment of Zhao people even before he took his first breath. Among everyone who despised him, there was one exception: Chen Yan, a female bodyguard assigned to protect and care for him. When she first met Ying Zhan, she was shocked. Though he was a prince, he lived in a cold, broken house that barely kept the wind out. What hurt her even more was how quiet he was. He never cried, never complained, and never acted like a normal child. One day, while buying food, Chen Yan finally understood why. Because of his identity, Ying Zhan hid his face under a hood. Still, he was recognized. The shopkeeper threw a bun onto the ground in front of him. Chen Yan was furious, but the boy calmly picked it up, brushed off the dirt, and ate it as if this were normal. That was only the beginning. Angry Zhao citizens surrounded him, staring as if they wanted him dead. When they returned home, Chen Yan saw his body covered in injuries. She thought he had been beaten, but he softly explained that whenever he saw pain or felt hatred, his body suffered the same wounds. He smiled as he said it, but that smile broke Chen Yan's heart. She couldn't understand how such a young child carried so much pain. She hugged him tightly and told him that the sins of Qin were not his burden to carry. She told him he was just a child, that it was okay to cry, that it was okay to laugh. For the first time, someone stood up for him. His walls collapsed, and he cried openly in her arms. From that moment on, Chen Yan became like a mother to him. They lived quietly and peacefully together for 2 short years, until the deaths of the Qin kings changed everything. Ying Zhan's distant father took the throne, and Ying Zhan was named crown prince. While traveling toward the border, they were ambushed by Zhao soldiers. Seeing Chen Yan in danger, Ying Zhan ran to protect her, but she refused to let a child shield her. She fought the attackers herself and was gravely wounded. With her last breath, she confessed she once had a son the same age as Ying Zhan, killed in the war. First, her hatred for Qin led her to accept this job as revenge. But over time, she came to love Ying Zhan as her own child. She wanted him to become a good king, one who could end suffering instead of creating it. After returning to Qin, Ying Zhan ascended the throne at a young age. In the years that followed, he conquered the remaining states and united China for the first time. The world saw a powerful emperor, but few knew the wounded child behind the crown. It was his painful past that awakened his strength and shaped the ruler history would never forget.